That's how I did it.
Okay.
I've opened 12 centers since Radio Tron. It's not, Radio Tron's one of many others that I've opened. Now I'm getting ready to open a film studio to give kids an opportunity to have a voice in media, because everything's about social media.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing right now.
Right.
So how do we give young people a voice in that? So I'm doing that. I did it last year here in MacArthur Park. We made 5 documentaries here. And now I'm going to open a film studio for the youth. And that's going to be like the new multimedia Radiotron of today, you know?
Yeah.
That's what's happening. But going back to the story of Radiotron is interesting because after they filmed the first movie, then the owner, he gave us the building, but he sold the land. So he said, well, you guys find some land, you can move the building. So we all marched to City Hall with Tay Day and everybody.
Oh, man, okay.
We marched to City Hall, you know. You saw Heckle and Jekyll and Handyman.
Kind of like similar to like what they was trying to do in Breaking 2 with Miracles?
Not similar, they got the story from there.
Yeah.
So after we marched to City Hall, we came in the news. So Canon Films came and they saw in the news and they came and interviewed me. And they said, what happened? So I told them the story. So then they go, well, we're making Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo. And we want to know if we could use the Radiotron again. Because when they made the first movie, I didn't erase them the graffiti, I left it, you know? So they wanted to do Breaking 2. So I go, yeah, as long as you hire the kids. Hire the kids. So they go, okay, we'll do that.
Let me ask you a question, like, when the kids got hired, like, what was the pay like? Like, how much was they honestly making?
Like $50 a day back then for extra work, you know. But if you had lines, I'm sure you get paid more. But it was a low budget. Breaking 1 cost $2 million, and it made $50 million.
50?
Yeah. Now, don't you think they could have bought that building for the kids?
Yeah.
Back then, real estate was cheap. They probably could have got that for like $500,000. Like they probably could have got that for 10% of the 50 mil and just bought it straight out and give it to the kids. So back then those movies were low budget. Breaking 2 cost about the same, maybe a little more, because they had money from Breaking 1.
Yeah.
And the story was about our story, but we didn't get story by credit. We didn't get that, but that's our true story. So then nobody wanted to give us property, you know, land to move the building. So they came, like a wrecking ball came, and I was there when it happened. You know, they busted a big hole in the roof, and then all the light just shined in and hit Radiotron. You could see all the blends and all the colors, it was like illuminated. And that was the end. That was the end of Radiotron. Then we moved to MacArthur Park. So from Radiotron, we moved to MacArthur Park. Our offices were behind this band shell.
And what year was that?
This was in 1986.
Oh, 1986.
Yeah, 85, between 85, 86. We opened Radiotron in 83. We were there in 84 when we won the Olympics. And then in 85, we had to go.
Oh, man.
So we came here.
Okay.
And that's where the guys were painting the band shell, all the graffiti artists. I had Chester Whitmore, my friend, teaching dance right here to the kids. We had a whole campaign to clean up the park, you know, recycle, clean the park. And after that, I got hired to open the center at a local church, Emmanuel Presbyterian Church, right here off of Wilshire. So from here we went there, opened a youth art center. And I had all the guys there from Radiotron, right? They were all up there. So one day I gave them some money to go buy art supplies. I let them borrow my car to go buy art supplies right here at H.E. Daniels. And on the way back, they got followed by some gang members, and they did a drive-by. And the church says, you got to go because you can't have that. It's dangerous. You know, you did a drive-by. So the other church, the First Baptist Church, they hired me to work with the MS gang. And they're the guys that did the drive-by. So when I drove up there, my car was riddled with bullets, and they see, they were like, oh my God, you know? I ended up working with them. They were great kids. No different than any other kid. There's no difference, but they all want the same thing. They left war They fled from work to find a better life here. And what did they find here? Gangs, police brutality. The crash unit, when I was working with them, they were buffing out their gang graffiti and putting murals. El Salvador, the savior of the world, beautiful murals. The crash, LAPD came down and they got us all on our knees, put a shotgun in my head. Said, what are you doing? I go, I'm working. I'm on a grad. So they went to the church and they said Carmelo shouldn't be allowed to work with these gang members because according to the Pete Wilson's Street Terrorist Act, we consider them terrorists and we don't negotiate with them. So the church said, sorry Carmelo, right or wrong, we have to go with the cops because they're our protectors. So I was walking out, we heard boom, boom. What's that? I go, your protectors. LAPD was grabbing little kids, 12, 15 years old, throwing them on the ground and stomping on their head. And the immigration was right there picking them up and sending them to El Salvador. So we exported the gang to El Salvador. And now you see all these people on the border. Why are they coming? Because their life's threatened. We did that. We did that. And that's the truth. Now I also hired a dancer to teach the MS. Like they were doing Sleeping Beauty, the ballet. We got them tickets to go see the ballet at the music center. The cops told the church, we can't guarantee the safety. They might do a drive-by. A drive-by on the music center. So LA Times came out article, you know, like the ballet reneges on tickets to the MS. So they got all scared. They called, no, bring them. So the MS got to see Sleeping Beauty, the ballet. And everybody, it was in the news, so they all got attention. And they were bumping classical music, bro.
Oh, man.
MS was bumping classical music. And when they opened the show, it was packed, man. But when they were going to rehearsal, the cops were coming through with immigration in the back, and they were picking up the guys going to rehearsal. Recording them. But there was always more to replace them. They put another one in, right?
Yeah.
So that's a true story. There's an article in LA Times called Tchaikovsky and the Gang. It's documented. What I'm telling you is the truth. If you give kids an opportunity, I don't care. You accept them where they're at, wherever they come from. Because they all want the same thing. All kids want the same thing. They all want to be loved. They all want to be cared for. They all want a purpose. They all want to have an identity. They want to be a part of something. Give them a chance, and you're gonna see magic. And that's what I do, brother. That's my life work.
Man, that's amazing though. So getting back to like, I was actually like Caesar, because when I seen this video, Caesar was like, I'm 13 years old or 14 years old. He's like, I eat vegetables. He's like, I'm the king of head spins. He's like, how many head spins can you do? He's like, maybe about 300 or 400. He's like, I'm proud. He's like, I'm the king. Well, you know, he was very young.
Yeah, well, you know, this year is Air Force Crew 36th anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
So shout out to our Air Force Crew. It's the 36th anniversary this year.
Wow, 36 years ago.
Right, so when Caesar came, I remember I gave him a video of him getting up on his head and doing like a quarter spin and then falling down. And then getting up again and then doing a half spin and then falling down. And then getting up and doing a whole spin and then falling down. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, until he broke the Guinness World Record of head spins. But he started with quarter, fall down, get up. Do it again. Fall down, get up, fall down. That's a testament, bro. From where he came from, El Salvador, during the war, to him traveling around the world, visiting, I don't know, more than 30 countries, dancing. He dances with Curtis Blow.
Yeah.
And they go all over the world.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's an example.
Yeah.
That shows you give kid a space and you nurture that gift. They'll do amazing things in life. When they shut Radio Tron, a lot of kids went back to the streets.
Yeah.
And we lost a lot of them. Like Little Tough, beautiful, he was part of the Dominoes, right?
Yeah. Little
Tough was a regular there. Beautiful light, man. The kid was like, just his personality, his charisma, Little Tough. And that's sad what happened, you know? Little Tough, Lil Fernie, Popper. Same thing, bro. It's sad, you know? It's sad. It breaks my heart, bro, honestly, because it didn't have to be like that. They could have kept the center open. The city could have funded that. The movie industry could have funded that. I didn't have the money, bro. I'm like them, just older. I'm from here, just like them. I'm no different. I mean, I couldn't get a job as a tap dancer. I couldn't even work as an actor because they won't hire it. Even today, how many movies are there for us? Especially me.
Right.
Being, Mexican American, like we don't have that. We have to make our own. So I could complain about it, could bitch all day about it, but I'd rather do something about it.
Yeah.
So I put my energy in positive. So open the film studio this year to create movies. Instead of complain about it,
Yeah.
just do something.
Do something.
And that's what I'm doing.
Right.
And how I'm gonna do it, I don't know. But I'm gonna do it because that's faith. Faith is not knowing, but believing that you will do it. You don't have to know exactly how.
Right.
God's gonna open the door.
Right.
Because God knows what I'm gonna do. And
He knows your intentions in your heart.
Yeah. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna open the I'm gonna open the door.
Right.
That's what I do. That's my purpose in life. So I'm clear on my purpose in life. So
Yeah. Did you want to talk about that book? Well,
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Let's talk about that book
we have a book.
before the time runs out.
Yeah, before the light, we're losing light.
Yes,
We're
the
losing
lights
light.
run out.
So check it out. So 30 years after Radio Tron, I did the anniversary of Radio Tron here
Yeah.
in MacArthur Park. And it was on April 11th when I did the anniversary, right? So it just happened. That was the day that the Levitts gave me. I didn't pick that date. But it happened to be the anniversary of hip hop in New York, the 40th anniversary, when Kool Herc had a block party. And on the little flyer, it was August 11th, 1973. And we opened Radio Tron 1983, 10 years later.
Oh man.
But the 30th anniversary was on August 11th, here, on the same day that hip-hop is considered the birth of hip-hop with Kool Herc's block party.
Oh man. Yeah, that's
When hip-hop
nice.
was born. I didn't plan that. But see, that's divine intervention.
Right.
So when we had the 33rd, since it's the albums, they run on 33, right? So I wanted to honor DJs because DJs, Kool Herc was a DJ,
Right.
and I think DJs started it.
Right.
But then when the rappers came out and the dancers, the DJs were like in the background. So I wanted to bring them to the foreground. So I invited, the Glove and Battle Cat and Antron and name them, like all LA Wrecking Crew and
Yeah.
Uncle Jam's Army,
Yeah.
all the OGs down here, So we did a show and we took pictures and it's in this book, the 33rd anniversary of Radio Tron.
And you said like there's only 3 copies made?
Yeah, it's a rare book. So maybe one day we'll have money to make more. Maybe at one of the Radio Tron shows we'll be able to make more copies and maybe sell them as a fundraiser.
Right.
Fund. My goal is to fund centers, give many grants to centers around the world because I'm also representing Generation Hip Hop Global.
Okay.
I'm the LA manager for Generation Hip Hop Global. And we have like 60 chapters around the world.
Wow.
The chairman of the board is Nelson Mandela's grandson.
Okay.
And my goal is to, when I make these movies, to take money from the proceeds of the films and develop a grant to give like Africa, Mexico, Brazil, give them like 5 or 10,000 for them to open a center and run it. They could call it whatever. They don't have to call it Radio Tron, as long as it's a space.
Right.
Give them that. A little seed. Give them a seed money
Right.
for them to grow it and build it.
So
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, nice. So my question to you also, so you've been actively involved with hip hop for 36 years consistently?
37.
37 years?
Yeah, 37. This is the 37th anniversary.
That you've been like actively a part of like hip
Yeah,
hop.
I backed it 100% when I saw it. I knew it was good. I knew it was healthy. You know, my mom made a good point. My mom, you know, she volunteered there, right? Mm-hmm. And we talk a lot. She always remembers, you know, the kids, right? Every time hip hop came out on what's that? The Senior Citizen magazine.
Uh-huh.
Imagine the AARP. You know? I'm like, look, it's in. Imagine to read the Senior Citizen magazine.
Yeah.
That's big. And then she goes, oh, it's gonna be in the Olympics. She follows it. My mom follows. She's 84 and she follows hip hop too. You know. It's funny. She's 84 and she was here in 84. But she said this. She goes. She made a very good point about hip hop, about breakdancing, specifically dancing. You know, she goes, when kids like they have sports, it costs a lot of money. You know, like uniforms and paying dues and equipment. She goes, in dancing, I noticed the kids didn't need that. They literally come in with the clothes on their back. They just needed a space to do it. But we didn't charge dues. There was no dues. There was no equipment needed. We didn't need like music, but the first music we had was a boombox. Like literally, when I opened the doors, I had no music. I had no money. A kid knocked on the door named Gizmo, and he goes, "Hey, mister, can we break in there?" And I go, "Yeah, sure." He went into all the little hungry breakers, kids breaking for money out here in the park because they were getting tickets by the cops. And the next thing, all these breakdancers are inside the building, but no music. So there's this Native American guy they call Psycho. He was a little bit, you know, challenged, but very big heart. So he had this big, like, ghetto blaster with boom box, ghetto blaster. So he walked up to me and he goes, "Hey, mister, you need a security guard?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Okay, well, I'm a security guard." I go, "Well, if you lend me your boombox, you could be my security guard." He goes, "Okay." So we literally put the boombox on the stage, and we had our music, we had our dancers, and we had our security guard. And he worked there every show. Called him Psycho.
Okay.
But a sweet person.
Yeah.
Very gentle giant.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how that came.
Okay. I got one more final question that I want to ask you. Like, what was your early memory, or what was your relationship with Oz Rock? Because when I seen Oz, I seen the pilot. That's the first time I ever seen Oz Rock. And then I seen him doing the 7-Up commercial where he was doing the baby windmills. You know, but when I heard Oz, he would come out from Providence, Rhode Island, and he would he would break with the kids at radio.
So Oz Rock showed up one day.
Yeah.
Showed up he came here to film a commercial, and then he came to Radio Tron, and he decided to stay for a little bit. So when Radio Tron got popular, you had a lot of people coming from Japan, Korea, from Europe, and they wanted to find talent for tours or concerts, right? So this guy from Japan saw animation, and he wanted to take him to Japan.
Okay.
But animation didn't want to get on an airplane.
Like Mr. T.
Animation ain't going on an airplane. So Ozrock says, "I'll go."
Oh.
So Ozrock went to Japan, right? The guy was okay with it. He took Ozrock, and on the way back, they did a layover in Philippines. So Ozrock went to get a haircut, and he ended up marrying the girl that cut his hair.
Oh.
That was his wife. So he brought her back.
Oh,
They
nice.
ran a place in Hollywood, and they were just doing shows. Ozrock was just
You know
for
what?
the kids. He showed them the moves, you know.
Yeah.
He invented water breaking.
Yeah.
He put water, on the linoleum.
I put up a video on Instagram when he was doing the water break in the Speedo shorts.
Yeah, he did in City Hall.
Oh.
So we were right in front of City Hall. Ozrock was doing water breaking. So Ozrock was one of the guys that taught the kids a lot of breakdance moves, you know. And animation did a lot of the popping.
Yeah.
Jazzy D was the MC, you know. And Antron, the DJ. So we had the crew.
I just remember, I'm sorry to cut you off, Carmelo. I just remember Ozrock being very energetic.
Oh,
His
yeah.
character was very...
Character, that's what you said.
Yeah.
You said it. Character.
He had a lot of
A
character.
real character. Like, bigger than life character.
Yeah.
He had hair, like he would have put a streak on it. And like
I remember everybody started doing that trend up north. All the Latino kids started dyeing their hair like on the side after they seen the pilot, and they would get a ducktail, and they would dye the ducktail blonde too.
So, it's a beautiful memories. Beautiful kids, all of them. I love all of them. A lot
Yeah.
of people say, yeah, but some of them, they dog you out or blah, blah, blah. I go, dude, when you love your kids, even when they mess up, you stop loving them?
No.
Thank you. So even if they mess up, I still love them. Because they're kids. That's what I signed up for. I signed up to work with kids in trouble. I didn't sign up to work with perfect kids because I'm not a perfect kid. They're like me.
Right.
Rebellious, misfit, creative. That's who we are. So I don't, they just need to know that they're cared for, they're loved, and whenever I could do anything for them, I will do it. And if they mess up, if I don't agree with it, I'm still going to be there for them. I might tell them that's not right, but I'm still here for you. Because when you fall, I'm going to be there. Some of them got locked up. I went to court. I go to court, with them. Write them letters, whatever they need. Because we're only human, brother.
That's all we can ever be is human. We make mistakes.
We all make mistakes. So I don't hold it all personal, like they dug me out. Blah, blah. No, they don't dug me out. They dug themselves out. Because I don't expect anything from them. I didn't do it because I expected them to hook me up, when they made it. I didn't expect that.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't do it for that. My reward was in the giving. That's the reward you get.
And that's why I'm doing this interview. I don't really expect anything or for this video to reach like 40 or 50,000 though. It's like my reward is giving back.
Yeah.
Giving people a platform like yourself that's telling the story that's never been told.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's been 36 years later and nobody's ever, 37 years, and nobody's ever told this story though.
Well, they've been told parts here and there,
but not the full story.
I'm giving the special.
Right.
And you know what? I'm barely meeting you.
Right.
And I'm driving out here, and I'm here to do the same thing because I just felt you're a good person.
Yeah.
I just felt your positive vibe, your energy, and I'm here to give.
I appreciate that.
You're here to give too.
Right.
We're both here for the right reason, brother.
I do it really because, like myself, I like to see hip hop preserved, like in this original form.
Yes.
Because I've seen breaking since it first started too. Though I was a kid myself.
Yeah.
And I seen every era. I seen the 90s, I seen the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and 2020. And it's crazy because I can ask a kid, who's Kool Herc? And be like, does he break? I'm like, does he break? B-boy. You're a B-boy because...
You gotta know your history.
Right, and a lot of kids, they don't know. Yeah, they don't...
You gotta even go deeper than that, brother.
Right.
You gotta even go deeper than
Right.
In the 70s, you gotta go to the beginning.
It goes further, but the kids, honestly, the 90s is ancient. It's like ancient alien history to them, to be honest with you, because most of the kids today has only been breaking like 5 or 10 years, or I give them 15 the most.
But remember Public Enemy, right?
Yeah.
They were coming out strong. But the media didn't want them.
Right.
See, if things would have gone that way, we wouldn't have had all these issues that we have with violence and sexism and exploiting women and all that, because they were conscious, and they know, the OGs know that the media, the industry, didn't want them.
No.
They'd rather promote the violence, sex, drugs. They'd rather promote that.
Because that's what outsells, and then you might actually get blacks and Latinos to start really waking up.
Yeah.
And then that basically shuts down the jail and the prison industries, though, because you're... Yeah, I've been doing my research, though, recently, though, listening to some podcasts.
So real, the OG hip-hop was a movement.
Yes, a movement.
A hip is to be conscious.
Yeah, hip is to be aware, and hop is the movement.
Thank you. Conscious movement.
Hip-hop.
Conscious movement. That's it.
Hip-hop.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I support that. That's why I'm representing Generation Hip Hop Global, because when you hear hip hop from other countries, they're very conscious.
Oh, they love it.
Yeah, but they're like some villages in Africa where they're dancing on dirt.
I seen it.
But my God, they're amazing.
I seen the guys doing flares in '90s. They doing power them better than American guys with no running water. Like, No shoes?
And I hear some rappers from Palestine.
Yeah.
They got the letters, you know, the subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
It's heavy.
Yeah. Hip hop is still
Coming from
alive.
countries being bombarded. Or,
Yeah.
you know, I got or the rappers from Guatemala. You know, that they do indigenous rap, conscious indigenous women doing rap.
Yeah.
Women in rap. That's what I really want to also emphasize. The women, they need to be more represented. I feel they're very underrepresented, and I'm gonna do what I can to give them a platform.
Yeah.
Especially in Radio Tron 2020.
Okay.
I want to honor women. I want to give women more of a platform for them to represent.
Do you have a you don't have a date that you might do Radiotron 2020?
We have a date. I'm gonna give it to you, but I'm working on the lineup. But you're getting it first, brother.
Okay.
Just to honor you and what you're doing. The date is June 20th.
Oh, okay.
2020. Radio Tron. Got it.
All right.
That's it, brother. It's time to go home, man.
Thank you.
I'm out.
Yeah.